Oh, what's up? I know y'all have not heard from me on this channel in a long time, right? And I know, okay? I got videos that I've already made that I've been planning on putting out. I just still been planning and preparing and somewhat still dealing with certain things, so just be patient. I got content coming though. But I'm here right now, man, because I got something important. I got a message that I need to send. So a few days ago I seen on a YouTube like video title, cause you know anywhere you go on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, they got all the updates about the whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole situation. They always got updates. So cause they have like news channels. So there was this one time I opened up YouTube on my computer and I seen on the headlines that LA has passed a bill saying that kids must get for them to go to school. This is just the first like step towards basically world control, right? Now, I don't know if you guys understand, right? But this whole situation, the main reason, you know the saying where they create a problem and they give you the solution? So they had announced this whole, you know what I'm saying, situation that they created, right? And then they gave y'all the solution, which is to get stuck. Now, it's something in those syringes that is deeper than just a cure. Because, bruh, it's been, what, a year since it came out? 2 years almost? And it's been different variants. Oh, but first off, they come up with a in like a year. That's not real. It takes years of study. You know what I'm saying? It takes years of trial and error to figure out the right thing. So it's either one or two things. Either they whipped some shit together and gave it out and had tested on the people, which is why certain people were still dying after taking it, or they been had the junk planned out, which is a possibility too. But all these other variants coming out and they popping out with new shots left and right. It's not, bruh, it's deeper. It's deeper than just for your safety, right? They got the whole world wearing face masks. You can't even tell the difference between people no more. You can't even tell if somebody's smiling or not, right? And now they have these cards. They've been had them out, right? First they made it to where you couldn't travel. You couldn't travel out of the states without having some sort of proof that you got it, which is crazy because now you're limiting the people who don't got it to stay inside of the country. You're literally legally limiting people from leaving and having the freedom to explore what used to be normal. We used to be able to go anywhere in the world without having to worry about nothing. As long as you paid for your flight and you had a hotel, you were straight. But they're trying to redirect the way the life is. They're trying to control everybody, right? Through ways of, it's either we listen or we don't. So they have where you can't take a flight no more. They made it to where certain people couldn't work without having it. You know what I'm saying? Certain people, they wouldn't be able to stay at their job if they didn't have proof, that little card. You know what I'm saying? In the future, you know how you got to update your tag every year for your car? They're more than likely going to have it where you got to update in the system. It's going to be like a different card or something like that, a different color or maybe a stamp every year to prove that is you know, legit. Because people gonna be out here faking it, because people not gonna be wanting to do that. Some people not gonna be wanting to get the shizzy, so they're gonna find a fake card to try to at least live normally. But I'm getting to the message, y'all. I'm just leading up to it. Now, I had seen a video from this guy from LA, and he was saying how he's hosting an event, a concert, right? And he said in the live stream, he said you gotta have your card. He said LA got the mandates. He said you can't even go to a restaurant without having the card. And that's LA. Bruh, LA is probably one of the most popular states in United States. So if they're doing that, they're gonna expand it. They're gonna work on trying to expand it to all the other states, bruh. Until the whole world is on this sort of control where legally you have no say-so. And that's what they're trying to do. And that's the message I'm saying. They, and when I say they, I'm talking about the government and the demons who are running this world fueled off of fear, anxiety, depression, violence, and all of these low vibrational energies. That's because that's what's mainly going on right now. Yes, there's millions and millions of people who's waking up, but it's we need millions and millions of people talking, and that's what I'm here to talk about. They are trying to make it a law that you must get this in order to still be accepted by society in a way. Now, I don't care about society, but what about my kids? What about the future? That's what I'm thinking about. Because right now, yeah, we still got control, but in a way, but what about 4 or 5 years from now? If nobody speaks up and just stands up and say, nah, bro, like, no, we're not accepting this. People is in so much fear, because that's the only way you can make somebody submit to you, is if they're afraid of you. It goes deep, bro. The whole mind tactics, the mind control, the media, the divide and conquer, how they've divided us as people. They've separated us from our skin color to our religion. They've separated us from our knowledge. They've separated us from our medical history, which has never been a problem. Our medical history used to be private. Shout out Ralph Smart. He made a good point. One of his videos, he said, since when is it that our medical history is everybody's business now? Because it was never that way. You see how they're changing the rules, bro? And they're changing the rules in so many ways in front of our face, but people are so blind to everything that's going on because they're consumed in these low energies and they're not thinking outside of what's going on. They're just looking at what's going on and they accepted it. No, we do not have to accept this. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to let you guys know, if you have a platform, which I know you do, if you're on YouTube right now watching this video, or Instagram or Twitter or wherever, you have some sort of social media account that you can post. So my mission right now for this video in particular, I know I could have posted any other video, but this video was something I got called to do. Because I'm just not going to sit back and watch everything unfold in front of me without saying, at least I tried. At least I put out my voice and told everybody how I felt, and maybe inspired other people to do the same and tell how they feel, until millions of people are able to come together and be like, you know what? It's either we going to fight and we going to raise like the vibration of the world to make it a better place, or it's just going to keep going to shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we the people. And I don't judge you. If you've got the shizzy already, like, it's okay, bro. I'm not gonna look at you no different. I'm not gonna look at you like somebody that's less than me. But they made it to where the people who got the shizzy versus the people who don't, they made it where, oh, it's a problem. Oh, we can't get along because we don't think the same. Bro, can we not agree to disagree? That's part of life, right? People agree to disagree all the time, but being whole and still having humanity to be like, you're still a person. Whether you did it or not doesn't faze me. I'm still going to look at you the same. I'm still going to treat you the same. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at nobody different, right? But I know where I stand on it, and I know my point of view on it, so I'm going to speak my opinion on it, and I want everybody else who's on that same level to also speak their opinion on it, because if we don't, then it's just going to become the new normal. And I want a better future for humanity and my kids and my life and my family and myself. You know what I'm saying? I want to live in a world where I can go in a restaurant without a mask and without having to show proof that I got a shizzy shot. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to take a flight and go to Jamaica without having to sit in quarantine for a couple days. Like, are people not upset at how the world is being ran right now? Are people not, annoyed about how many rules are in place right now? Like, are you just okay with saying, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go sit for 6 days and I'm gonna be quarantined because it's for safety? Man, fuck all that shit, bro. What happened to freedom? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're putting us in these little boxes and they're telling us what to do, what we can do, what we can't do. And they're only doing that because nobody says nothing about it. They've programmed us since birth to follow orders. Trust me, they've programmed us since birth to follow orders. Now, I'm not saying go out there and raise hell, but what I'm saying is we as the people have the power to determine how this world goes. If we all come together and we all get along and we all stand up and realize it's not us versus us, it's not human versus human, it's us versus them, which is the government and the ones that's fucking running this planet, putting all this shit on us, manipulating everybody, fucking with everybody, creating the systems that fuck everything. It's just deeper, bruh. We need to come together as people and realize that, yo, for the future of our humanity and the future of our freedom, we need to take charge and fight for our freedom. Australia has no guns, bruh. I remember seeing a video from Ralph Smart saying how Australia has been on lockdown a couple times. Do you really think being on lockdown is a good thing, bruh? Nigga, lockdown means you locked up. But we're not in jail. But they're putting us in our own prisons. Psychologically, man. So I'm just here to spread awareness. I'm here to spread a message to say, look, if you feel the same way that I feel, stand up in your power and say something, because that's the only way we gonna spread this message. Think about it like this: if you're in that school, you're getting bullied, niggas bow, beating you up, and you don't say shit, guess what's gonna happen? He gonna bow, every day. He gonna step on you, right? But if you stand up and you fight back, now the bully's gonna be like, damn, this nigga gonna fight me back. And let's say it's a bully like 3-4 times your size, and you literally like have no physical power to beat him up. Shit, you go get a gun. Nah, I'm just playing. But in the reality, you could probably go tell somebody else that's superior. Use your voice. So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to this situation, we must use our voices. We have millions and millions, if not 100 millions of people on this earth with fucking social media accounts, with at least over 100 followers per account. So if you could speak your truth, even if you only reach 100 people, you never know what kind of people you could inspire to also rise in their power and be like, yeah, I don't agree with this either, so I'm gonna use my voice. And then come together and you start a movement to let the government know, no, we're not going for this. You know what I'm saying? The same way they got a Black Lives Matter movement, and the same way that they've been rioting. I remember when George Floyd, rest in peace George Floyd, but I still feel like that was planned out, bruh. I still feel like they did that shit on purpose just to fuck with us, just to cause fucking the scene. You know what I'm saying? COVID was already going on, and they did that, made it worse. You know what I'm saying? Made people more angry. And what do? We retaliated. And guess what? Now you're starting to get some of the recognition you want, but it's still happening. You know what I'm saying? So if we have the power to make a scene and make a message be known through whatever way we made, then imagine if hundreds of millions of people came up and said, you know what? Forget the color of our skin, right? If you have hatred towards me, you really have hatred towards yourself, because everything is self-inflicted. You know what I'm saying? Because if you've never met me, but you hate me because of my skin color or because of my background, then you really just hate yourself. And I mean, the media has done a great job of trying to make everybody seem like they're the same, but not everybody's the same. Everybody's unique. Basically, I'm not finna go too far. I'm just saying we all should come together. And if you feel the same about this whole like situation, about them trying to mandate certain things, knowing that you are a free person and you have the ability to decide on what you want to do with your body and what you don't, then we need to stand up. We got to start talking about it. We got to start letting it be known. So I want you to tell me, I want you to do something for me. If you're one of those people, bruh, and you honest to God truth believe that, you know, you see the behind the curtains. You see behind the curtains. You see the deeper meaning behind everything. You see how they're trying to play their chess moves to get to the king and checkmate and close off everybody. then you need to start talking about it, man. I've always been talking about it ever since I first heard about it. I just never really took the time to really be like, yo, you should do the same. So that's what I'm doing. Since I seen that video title of the California mandate, bruh, that's just the first move. They're gonna work on trying to get the whole state to do that. You know what I'm saying? So we must, as a human race, right? We must stand together. If we want to make a change in the world, if you're sick of seeing all this negative stuff, stop paying attention to it. If you're sick of hearing about all this trauma and death, focus on you. And then when you see another human, only give love. If everybody had love, if everybody was on the love frequency, it would outweigh all of the hate. But it's so much hate in the world because it's always a yin and yang. But we can have it to where it's like 80% love, 20% hate. It's always going to be a balance. I don't believe it's ever going to be 100% because you need duality. But it could be like 80% and 20 versus 80 and 20. You dig what I'm saying? Well, it's really 50-50 right now. It's on the verge of balancing out. But it's our duty to spread love and let people know how we feel. So if you feel the same way, my challenge to you is to go online right now. I don't care what you're doing. When you get the free time, go online right now and speak your truth with no fear. That's my challenge to you, man. Because it's in our hands right now what the future holds. For real, for real. So I love y'all. I know this was a very, like, you know, I would say relevant in a way because it's still going on. But I got other videos that I've had made, man. Just trust me. I'm going to put them out soon, okay? I love y'all and I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I hope y'all been taking care of yourselves. And I hope y'all keep doing what y'all doing, right? In a good way, in a positive way, okay? So I love y'all and I'm out.